Welcome back to another episode of PA Whiskey Guys. I'm Chris, along here with Jesse and John. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good to be back here tonight, fellas.
Yeah, we got a quick one tonight. All right, it's going to be real quick. So, I was down in North Carolina a few weeks ago, and I picked up a bottle. All right, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I originally wasn't happy with it, but I want to hear what you guys have to think about it.
Fair enough.
This was going to be an end of days rye whiskey. It's going to come from their Survivors Cut series. So now this is a distillery out of Wilmington, North Carolina. All right. It is 46% alcohol. And again, it's a rye. Like, they label it as a Blackwater Barrel Edition. Again, New Oak American, and number 3 char. So, from my understanding, that number 3 is a little lighter.
Yeah.
Hint the color on it.
Yeah, it's got some color to it. Yeah.
It's got that caramel color. It's a little lighter, a little light. Yeah. Ooh,
it's a squeaky cork.
That's a squeaky
cork.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'm interested on your take of this one.
Yeah, we don't have any notes on this.
No, we got nothing.
Never heard of it.
I have no history.
What's the distillery again?
It's End of Days.
End of Days Distillery from Wilmington.
So like I said, years ago when I was down there, I do have a gin from these guys.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna go with this rye whiskey you got here.
So we poured this prior to recording. Not to disclose that or whatever.
Yep.
For me, it had a very, very funky nose to it.
Yeah.
See, I get like 30 feet.
All right, hey, listen, we're not judging here tonight.
I'm not putting it down, but 30 feet. That was the nose. That's the original nose I got on this.
So it's definitely opened up since we poured it, which is about 5 minutes or so, give or take.
Yep.
I couldn't on the nose. I can't decipher that it's a rye.
No,
I don't get any spice whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a mash bill on this or no?
Oh,
does it say?
Here we go. I can't read the freaking thing. It looks like 65% rye, 16% wheat, 17 raw barley. That doesn't add up.
So the barley makes sense when I mentioned to you like a light American whiskey.
So if I had to guess, this was like
it's very young,
heavy corn, which apparently it's not because it's rye.
No.
So it's different. It's a different nose, right? So
definitely is, yeah.
It's getting sweeter to me. It's not, that funk's going away.
And I don't want to sound crude, but the aroma on the nose here, it's like if I went into Home Depot and just stuck my face right next to a sheet of plywood.
Yeah.
Took a big whiff.
Yeah. Yep.
It's light, woody.
It's woody.
Just very floral.
Very floral.
I get his reference. I don't get the
plywood.
I know where you're going with it. I just don't. I can't. It's not plywood for me. I get where you're going with it with the wood flavor. I definitely get corn. It's like a corn moonshine, like a moonshine style whiskey.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got on it.
And it's weird too, considering the mash bill has that much rye in it.
Yeah,
it doesn't have that more pronounced.
You don't get a rye nose in there.
No.
Even now, again. So my original nose on this was. It was like a tequila. It was something that wasn't whiskey.
I can see where you're going with the aged tequila, barrel aged tequila.
Yeah.
Like a nice with that funky.
It had a funk to it.
Tequila has that funk to it. Yeah, it has that funk to it.
It's like if you spent all day at the trampoline park and you spun your feet after.
Well, we all know Chris got a foot fetish here tonight.
That's what it was.
Man, you're not smelling my feet. I got bad news. Well, as you can tell, we're having a little bit of fun with this one tonight. craft distillery, like Chris mentioned, out of North Carolina.
They make a lot of different things.
And you got to give it to these guys. I mean, hey, they swing, they go out, and they do it.
They're out on the shelves. That's all that matters.
They're doing their own unique thing.
They're on the shelf.
I actually kind of like it. I'm like, so my first sip, whatever, and I've heard this reference before. I got straight up dill in rye. I got a straight up dill note in rye.
Wow.
It's faded. It was quick. It faded.
Is that on
for
the
me.
taste?
On the palate, yeah.
On the palate, yeah.
It was there, and I get a little hint of chocolate.
Yeah, like
on the
light,
finish.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping forward, but on the finish, I got a little chocolate. It's not something that lingers. It's quick and gone. What was it? 90 proof, 92 proof.
92.
Yeah, 92.
I get sweetness. I'm not sure.
It's sweet. I get like a sativa. What's that?
Sativa.
Sativa.
Yeah.
Stevia.
Stevia.
The stevia.
That's it.
I get the stevia sweetness to it.
I mean,
and then I get like a moonshine,
right?
Like a corn
that sweet,
liquor
heavy corn
hit to it. But nothing rye. I do not have a rye.
No, I'm not getting.
Here's where I'm gonna go with this one, right? So as I'm nosing, I still have a little in my glass. I'm getting, and this might make sense to you guys. I hope it does, because I really feel like this is where it's going. I get a flat, like Coca-Cola taste to it. Or flat Coca-Cola nose.
Yeah.
All right.
Like an old Coca-Cola.
Absolutely.
Like it's been sitting
in a glass for about
Coca-Cola.
overnight. Yeah.
That one was sitting out at the trampoline
I
park.
mean, that's like spot on. Flat, I mean, it's got a little
Back on the
bit.
feet again.
It's got a little bit of that wood there,
Right.
but it's like a flat Coca-Cola.
That was that Coca-Cola sitting beside all the dirty shoes.
And I gotta say, I mean, it's, these guys, hey, they're doing their thing.
Yeah, I do get where you're seeing.
And in all seriousness, this, I mean, me personally, it's not bad. It's different. It's unique.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it.
Listen, we're again, for those listening, we've said it before. We've had our fair share of whiskeys. We're 10, 12 episodes in. Whenever this gets released, we recorded our 10th. We have some ideas for the 11th and 12th or whatever. Depends when we release this one. We've had our fair share of whiskeys not recording.
This is going to be like a half episode.
Yeah. So like
episode.
This compared to, our last episode was a Knob Creek 12. Like that's not something that the average person might not have. You know, we don't want to set the bar that high. It's not aged. This is definitely not aged. You can tell.
No.
It's young, yeah.
It's got some unique flavors to it.
Oh yeah.
And it's 92 proof. So again, I'm gonna say that the ones that we've been into a lot have been 100 plus.
Right.
This being 92. It does not even drink like a 92. I want to say this is lower than that.
Way lower than a 92.
Yeah. I mean,
you get
this
no.
is
this
not-
is like in the 80 proof ballpark.
This is, not.
Here's
not
another.
bad.
I can have a little bit left in my glass, and I'm nosing it as we're talking, and this is 100%, and I can't pinpoint it because I'm not. I don't. We're not farmers, and no disrespect to them. It's not. It's grain forward.
Right.
It's 100% grain forward.
Yep.
I still get that weird Coca-Cola thing or whatever.
It makes good sense. Yeah.
But it's grain forward. It's definitely what if a farmer was out in the field, they would be able to tell you what this is. Guaranteed. If we knew a farmer that did like grains,
And that grain forward, I believe, is what I what I would associate as far as the moonshine. That moonshine smell.
See, I get the
and when I say moonshine, I mean like a legit distilled moonshine.
That would be the corn though, which is where I was going with this. But if it's a rye, it's not corn.
It's a rye, but you could still get that. It still has that fresh farm field distilled grain to it.
So
it's young.
Again,
it's young.
We're developing. You're always going to develop your nose and your palate on these things, right? So if we're gonna say grain forward, not corn, because we know it's a rye. That's what they're classifying it as. Because it's not aged, we're not getting the wood in the nose, in the palate.
Yes.
But we're getting the sweetness of the rye grain.
Right, of the grain, yeah.
So and that's what. So when I say a moonshine, not all moonshines are made with just corn.
No, they're
Right.
not.
Multiple. I mean, you can do a sugar wash moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could do a moonshine from bananas. You could do moonshine from pineapples.
Right.
Not saying I know from experience, but that's what you could do. So for me to say a moonshine flavor taste, it's
Right.
just that. It's that
It's the
newer.
sweetness.
It's the
It's the sweetness.
The sweeter, that newer whiskey, because this is not. This isn't aged. I can't turn it down now that it's opened. My first interaction with this thing was not good.
It just goes to show you, though.
It was
opened
not
up.
good. It did open.
How long has this been sitting for you? About a month. Over a month, right?
Over a month. Early February.
This would
so
be
yeah, over a
interesting
month.
to do and put it in, one of them small barrels
Yeah, and let it age.
and just let it sit
Yeah.
and see what it does.
This would be
I
very
kinda
good.
dig it.
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, it's different, it's unique.
It's so different from what
I'm
we've
enjoying
tried.
it. Right.
We're doing
Way different.
We're doing
yeah.
mainstream stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
way different.
To each their own.
It's nice to see the stuff out there.
Right.
Not bad.
It's nice to see they actually made it to the market. They made it onto the shelf, and they're doing their thing. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right. So let's see what's your takeaway, John? What do you think?
I gotta say, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah?
It's different.
So I don't.
And
We're,
it's
we're
unique.
talking about what we're giving it or whatever. I definitely give it a thumbs up. I won't give it 2 thumbs up because it's. I have to have more of it to truly
Right.
rate it. And
Yeah.
there's no. You can't compare this versus what we've been trying.
Yeah.
I will say this. So, the last part of my glass, I said dill. I'm getting the characteristics, which means these guys kind of know what they're doing. Well, I don't want to say kind of. They know what they're doing because obviously they have a
Right.
product in the bottle.
They got it on the market.
So I got the dill note, which I've heard in ryes, and for professionals talking about ryes. On that finish, I got the straight up spearmint again.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I got the spearmint.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from, but I got it.
I do get I have a minty finish.
So
I can't associate the spearmint, but I can associate it to a minty finish.
So that's
Yeah.
I get the mint, and
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of like a melon finish to it.
Yes.
Melon.
Okay.
Yeah, like
honeydew.
like a
Yeah.
green. I
Yeah.
don't want to say green fruit because that's opening up.
a
the
honeydew.
I gotta say
Yeah,
honeydew.
yeah,
Like a honeydew
Like it's
cantaloupe.
florally, it's light, it's sweet, it's delicate.
yeah.
Like a cantaloupe will dry
Yeah.
my mouth out. That's what this is
Yep.
doing.
Yeah.
This has that cantaloupe finish to it.
I like it. I actually do like it.
All right. Well,
For as young as it probably is, and there's no knock on the youngness
right,
of it.
no,
I mean,
no,
you
man.
can pick it out,
No,
but
no.
listen, it takes a lot of money to age whiskey. You
Yeah.
know, and
That's it. Time is
I don't
know
nothing
what the
about
age
them.
is, man. I really
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
assume it's young. I mean,
I'm gonna say 2 to 4 years. If I think it's.
are
2
they
to 4.
are they a new distillery? Did they just open up or?
I don't know.
Well, like I said,
don't
I
know
got
how long.
that bottle of gin I have from these guys is from 2020, so I believe they've been around for.
Yeah. Nothing on here says how long it's been. So, but all right. Well,
Yeah, I like it. It's
A little
all right.
impromptu.
It's
that's
come
different.
around.
it's different from what we've
Yeah.
what we've been doing, but
Not terrible.
yeah.
No, it's good. It's different, unique.
All right. Well,
I'm Jesse.
Johnny here.
and I'm Chris, and this is the last episode of, or this is our episode of End of Days Rye Whiskey Survivor's Cut Series. Not our last episode, but our quickest episode you'll ever hear. And we'll catch you with the cork out.
See you later.